top of the morning, and it is a beaut.
And the hope of the Irish as the future champion of the world.
A podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio.
Here's Barry J. McDonald and the RightCom.com podcast.
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode from RightCom.com. And today's podcast episode is entitled Embrace Your Weirdness. Now, I was just watching a couple of videos on TikTok today, and one of the people I like watching is Steve Harvey. Now, we don't have much over here on this side of the pond. I think the last time I'd seen him was the time he goofed up when he was doing the Miss Universe or Miss World or whatever competition it was, where he was given the wrong name to read out. So that is how he kind of bumped on my radar. But I find that a lot of his videos on TikTok, now he's not posting them himself. Somebody else must be repurposing his content and putting it all over the place. But there was one video I saw today that really kind of resonated with me, and I just thought I would share it with you today. And that is about embracing your weirdness. Now, what he said in one of the videos was that people who are weird make more money than normal people. And the more I thought about that, the more I realised, yeah, he's right. You know, even if we have like, a group of footballers or a group of athletes, you know, even though they may all be earning good money, the people who are probably making more money than those other athletes are usually the weirder ones. You know, the people who are a little bit different, who maybe cross-dress, who maybe have wild tattoos or have a weird personality, or somebody who just sometimes, stands out from the crowd, sometimes in more ways than one. That those people are the people who earn the most money. And the more I kind of thought about it, the more I said to myself, well, you know, in this world where a lot of us are trying to be normal, trying not to stick our heads out and not draw attention to ourselves, you know, we're not really doing ourselves any favours. You know, somebody who probably is writing books or probably doing podcasts or doing TikTok videos or doing any of those kind of things are probably seen as a little bit weird, you know, to the majority of people who don't do those things. You know, when you tell somebody you put videos on TikTok, they'll kind of look you up and down and say, well, I'm not 12, you know, you're not 12, you don't do any dancing things or anything like that, so why would anyone pay any attention to you on TikTok? Or if you say to someone, well, I've got a podcast, again, people will probably look at you a little bit kind of stand backish and probably say, well, you know, who are you to think that you have a podcast? You know, there's nothing great about you. There's nothing fantastic about your life. And, you know, do you really think that people would be interested in anything inspiring or motivating from you? And even if it comes to writing fiction books or non-fiction books, you know, our friends or family would probably say the exact same thing. There's nothing special about you. You haven't had anything great in your life. And who do you think you are to be the next J.K. Rowling or the next Lee Child or whatever with, you know, your characters or whatever? And sometimes when we say to those people like, we're going to write a book or we're going to do a podcast, you know, they think we're a little bit weird or a little bit dumb. But as Steve Harvey says, you know, the people who make the most money, the people who light up this world are the weird and the wonderful. So if you are maybe a little bit weird or wonderful, or maybe you're just hiding your weird and wonderfulness because you're trying to seem more normal, or you're trying to fit in with the herd, I would say to you that you are probably doing the wrong thing right now. That if you are looking to make a difference, if you are looking to change people's lives, if you're looking to change your own bank balance, you're going to have to lean into your weirdness and let people know how weird you are, because being weird is going to make you stand out from the crowd. It's going to make you memorable, and people are probably going to pay more attention to you if you are weird. And sometimes this weirdness that we think is a little bit weird is probably more of the type of person that you are. You know, maybe you're playing a role right now where you're trying to fit in, you're trying to seem normal, and you're just not being you. You're just kind of playing this kind of role of just like a generic kind of Magnolia person, and maybe that mightn't be who you are. Maybe your weirdness could be what we need right now. Maybe your weirdness is, you know, the most honest, the most authentic version of you. And maybe if you leaned into your weirdness and put more of yourself out there, that you will probably find that maybe your business might explode, people might pay more attention to you, or you might just enjoy more of what you do because you are a little bit weird. So, as I said, the title of this podcast is to embrace your weirdness. So give it a go and see what happens. But keeping yourself normal right now isn't probably doing you any favours. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us today. If you'd like more from the rightcome.com podcast, be sure to subscribe now for more tips, tricks, and ideas you can use to make more money from your words. See you in the next episode.